Hi, this is Garibay, and today I want to talk about Vivek Ramaswamy, and I want to talk about the end of the SAG-AFTRA strike. I want to talk about how Vivek Ramaswamy can use the end of the SAG-AFTRA strike and lessons we learned in the Hollywood actor strike. That's what I'm going to refer to it as going forward. Nobody knows what SAG-AFTRA is or what it means or what it stands for. Who knows? No one. But Hollywood actor strike is what happened, and let's talk about it, right? So it's ended now. And what is the opportunity that Vivek Ramaswamy has from the lessons we learned from the Hollywood actor strike? So, what is the lesson we learned from the Hollywood actor strike? Well, one thing I learned from during the Hollywood actor strike is the rest of Hollywood absolutely despises Hollywood actors, just like America despises Hollywood actors, with a few exceptions, right? And that really the Hollywood actor block is generally a despised group by everyone but their fans. So people do relate to them as fans, but their industry, the enterprise, everyone who works in Hollywood really despises Hollywood actors. I did not know this, but I recently learned it. Where did I learn it? I learned it from Grace Randolph. She is the best movie reviewer in the world. If you're not watching her channel, it's called Beyond the Trailer, and you should check it out. She is absolutely brilliant. And what really fascinates me is she's a movie reviewer who wants to review movies, and she wants to be, she's also in the scoop game, and she really wants to talk about the economics of film, right? But increasingly, every day, she just talks about politics. And the reason why is Hollywood is deeply ingrained in politics. They are massive. They could not be more involved in American politics, right? But what Grace explained is she said, a lot of people don't know this, but she explained it in order to explain the end of the strike, right? And she said, here's what you need to understand. In order to make a movie, you have to have grips, right? Those are the people who turn on the lights and have the keys for every box. And they are a combination between a light expert and a roadie, right? And they deal with running the wires for everything. They deal with putting up all the chairs where everybody's going to sit. They manage the trailers, right? Every single thing you would do on a movie set is done by these by the actual industry people, the Hollywood workers, not the Hollywood actors, the Hollywood workers, right? And so they're setting up the lights, and they're getting the makeup in place, and they're getting the costumes in place, and they're getting the props in place, and they're putting the chairs where they need to go, and they're putting up the trailers, and they're getting, and they're getting all the equipment for editing on site so that dailies can go out. They're doing hard labor every single day, and it is grueling, and it is difficult, and it is extremely pressing. Excuse me. And it is really extremely hard, right? But what are the actors doing? You know what they do? First of all, they do 2 to 5 to 10 years of actually going and pretending they're a tree, dressed in black with a bunch of other theater people, right? Like they're like, let's do vocal exercises, blah, 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 like, let's pretend we're trees. Let's embrace granite and harmony. Like they do all this really outlandish stuff to be an actor, and they do work on their craft from that perspective. And there's a lot of sunk cost in being a good actor. You really do need to lose yourself and be able to invest yourself into another character. So they do that work. But then the part that the grips see, and that the producers see, and that the writers see, and that every other Hollywood worker sees, is once they've done that work, right? And also, let's not pretend, they manage their beauty, right? In America, we have attracted the most beautiful people in the world. And in America, leading actors in Denmark or England or, Mumbai or anywhere else, leading actors wouldn't even get cast as Eugenio Derbez. He struggles to get cast in minor roles in America. He's a major star, right? Like, leading actors in other countries wouldn't even make it as extras in America because our people are so beautiful, right? They are literally just paragons of human beauty, right? Like, and it's part of it, right? So they do preserve their beauty, but once they've done that, once they've learn to invest themselves in a role and perfect their human beauty and preserve their human beauty and do a ton of work to keep their bodies in shape, right? And to not eat much food at all and to be in shape while they don't eat much food. Like there's a lot they do, but once they get on the scene with all these people who are working constantly, they don't work. They literally sit in their trailers and wait, right, for their scene to come, right? And so the workers are watching these actors do no work on set, right? And then they get called in and they do their acting, right? But like they might act 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day, 4 hours a day if you're lucky. The rest of that time is getting everything reset, getting, putting in new props, putting in new location stuff, putting in all this material, right? To bring these stories to life, right? And the actors are doing nothing. They are sitting in their trailer, isolated, alone, and not helping, as all these other people do massive amounts of work. And the Hollywood worker absolutely detests the Hollywood actor because they are doing nothing as the rest of them labor. And then here's the kicker, okay? They get all the credit. Everyone knows Margot Robbie's name. Everyone knows Ryan Gosling's name. Everyone knows Ryan Reynolds' name. Everyone knows Scarlett Johansson's name. Everyone knows Adam Driver's name. Everyone knows Amanda Friedman's name. Amanda Seyfried's name. Everybody knows, the list goes on and on and on and on the male side, on the female side. Everybody knows their name. And ain't nobody in the world can barely list anybody, but maybe, nobody can list any writer's name. Nobody knows a single Hollywood writer's name, right? We've gotten to the point where a few, Nolan, Scorsese, we know a few directors, right? But the reality is no grip, no, key holder, no makeup artist, no lights person, no stuntman. You're never going to know their names. And Hollywood workers despise them, absolutely despise them. They do, the Hollywood workers do all the work, right? The Hollywood actors roll in, sit in their trailers, isolated, doing nothing, come out and be the stars, and then get all the glory. Hollywood workers absolutely despise Hollywood actors, right? Grace Randolph broke this down. She explained it, right? So where does Vivek Ramaswamy come in for that? I think we have this opportunity where he can explain to American people, because I don't think most people know this. I think they, and increasingly, we needed to know this. Why do we need to know this? Because the Hollywood actor strike nearly destroyed America, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Like, they were like, no fresh fruit. You're going to eat rotten fruit for months. And we're in that now, right? The strike's over. Who cares? We have 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 months of nothing of value is going to hit our screens, right? And our souls are going to desiccate. It's going to be very bad. And every Hollywood actor did that to us, right? So the reality is, I think Vivek Ramaswamy needs to get in, explain this difference to America, and then say, listen, this is happening in a lot of industries. This is happening in a lot of industries. This is happening in a lot of industries, right? Where people are doing real work, but they never get any glory. And the government can change that, right? We can change it so that, only Hollywood actors are only, Hollywood actors aren't even listed in the credits. The only thing, and at the end of the movie, you show 50 shots of the people who actually did the movie, show them doing their jobs. There's no credits. And Margot Robbie is never even listed in the credits of Barbie. Ryan Gosling is never even listed in the credits of Barbie. And you're like, well, how would people know who acted it? Oh, only about 1,000 YouTube channels, 1,000 Instagram channels, 1,000 Facebook channels, 1,000 Reddit channels will carry that information. And every mainstream media. That's how, right? So let's not give them 1 inch of space or glory on the credits themselves. And let's turn the credits into visual capturing, showing the workers, right? And extend the credits 20 minutes, right? And it's nothing but camera work. No list of names, just literally showing 100 people from the movie who did the work, right? Even though there's 1,000, but that'd be a start. That'd be a start, right? And so Vivek, and with the Department of Hollywood, the new department that he should spin up, Vivek Ramaswamy can absolutely crush and fix this problem. I think that's the way he should get it done. And this again will draw the media, and I think that's the best way to get it done. Every single word of that is my humble opinion. What's important is when I get to hear your humble opinion when you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider like, subscribing, and have a wonderful millennium.